So we good. We good. Yeah, we should be live. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Okay. All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim Moda, who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. I was about to say shalom to the brother B. Hey, shalom to the other bro Yagadah, shalom. Shalom, elder. But now, me and a brother, was together. We just leaving the officers meeting not too long ago, and just breaking bread as we was coming in. But nevertheless, hey, when you're around brothers, the best thing to do, it depends. But what we're talking about is, hey, why not get a lesson in? Because there's a lot to talk about right now. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mindset things that we could talk about. That's what it was. Because the brother mentioned that it was something he took from the officers meeting. We started building from there. But one thing we want to talk about is being prepared for the times we're coming into now. And how where we at in prophecy, this is a preparation period. This is a preparation period where we are now within this grace period. The Lord gave us an opportunity to hear about the dangers that's coming, the plagues, just like he did with certain of our forefathers of old. For example, Noah, right? He let him in on the secret of what was about to happen in the earth, his war strategy, so to speak. And therefore, Noah was able to react and prepare himself before that judgment came. And the Lord, look, gave him the blueprint on what to do. So he ain't like he had to go find out on his own. No, the Lord told him exactly what to do in order to get ready for what was going to come. Well, the same situation we in today at the Wadi Bashim Awashai, because again, this is a blessing. Everybody don't find out the secrets of what the Most High about to do on the earth. So even him letting us know what he about to do is a blessing in itself. It's like a heads up. But again, it's a preparation period. You had a definition. Prepare. Yeah, you got it. Again, if you want to say anything, bro, it's you. Well, yeah. Building off the Elder Tazapah, he was saying taking it up a notch, and then also with our elder apostles is about getting together more. So as the scriptures say, two are better than one. We're actually going to do separate lessons, and it could have been on two different topics, but we know through the Spirit that it can be more of a powerful lesson, more exhortation can go out if two can build together. It's easier to build a house with two opposed to one. That's right. So and that's kind of the spirit that we're going to be in. The Lord will still allow us to get those separate lessons in, but hey, the opportunity that we're in, we're coming into the times of Jacob's trouble. We're not going to be able to do lessons together. We might not even be, amongst brethren in that time. So as the elders have been pushing out that vibration of getting together as much as possible, more fellowship and doing more lessons, just being in the spirit of doing more. But that definitely, you have something else? Now, even a mental preparation, though. Before brothers go to war, men go to war, they kind of talk about the strategy at first. That's what happened within the body. You could talk about strategies, how to get better, what to do, what the enemy doing. But building brothers' confidence, that's another thing we spoke on. But now you could get that out, prepare. Okay. Prepare. In the etymology online, mid 15th century, set in order or readiness for a particular end. So, hey, as we're saying, Jacob's trouble, that's going to be the end of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man's kingdom. We're getting prepared for this place to fall, to crumble. Esau Edom has been wearing out the saints. Like, brothers are wore out. I'll be trying to look upbeat, but I know brothers can see it in the spirit. I'll be wore out, but all brothers is wore out. Hell, even just with Esau Edom spraying these chemicals in the air, it's intensifying the heat, and then Houston is already hot also. So all of that, those factors is wearing on brothers. Like, it's hot as hell outside. Like, I didn't do anything pretty much yesterday,
but try to rest up, because being so drained from being outside in this heat, if you work outside, stay hydrated as much as possible. But hey, if you're prepared, you're what? You're hydrating. So being prepared in the spirit, what? You're being hydrated with this word.
And when you prepare, you have a checklist of things that you may need down the road. Whether you need it or not. That's also another thing we was speaking on before the lesson started, was that what these preppers do. I'm talking about the worldly preppers. That's why we have in the title holy preppers. These worldly preppers, what they do, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong. Really, it's smart to do that. The scriptures say a wise man foreseeth even ahead of himself. You do what you can to help your cause to the best, way we can. We know it's up to the Lord, but for the said future, man. But what these preppers doing, ain't nothing wrong with it. What a fault come in at is that they put their end all be all in what they storing up. They put their faith and they trust in they canned goods, they beans, what they got in their basement or they attic. That's where they go off at. But we are more so holy preppers, spiritual preppers, because when you go into that word holy is what? You set apart. When you consecrate yourself, as you'll see in the definition, is see religions are for the Most High, right? We spiritually prepping for the Most High, for His cause, seeing what the Lord, what our power about to do in the earth. We are mentally getting ready. 2 Ezra 14, we can probably get that one too, bro. 2 Ezra 14, how it says, let go of this world, anxiety, thoughts, so on and so forth. And more so, even look, put ourselves in certain scenarios on what could take place here in Jacob's trouble. We might have to see our children get tortured. We might have to see, so and so, be put to death and all these things. Ourselves get tortured. We might have to go through these things, but we are what? Mentally preparing ourselves before that happens. Like the scripture saying, 1 Peter, thinking not strange. These people wasn't told ahead of time, so they gonna be caught off guard when it happened. At least we gonna have an idea of it, though. You got to go, bro.
And I was gonna say, I'm gonna bring out Hebrews 11:1, but like the brothers going into, their faith lies in something carnal. Our faith lies in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you don't know who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh is the Most High, whom the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's where our faith lies in. So we're prepping with having our faith, in reliance of them. So Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we're hoping to be delivered out of Jacob's trouble, but we can't see Jacob's trouble. We don't know how it's going to play out, because it's going to be as a time like never was before. But we have the faith that the same one, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to bring upon Jacob's trouble, is going to deliver us out of that. So that's what we're prepping on. That's where our mindset is. But you wanted that second address? They go Mortal Thoughts, or
you can get the GNT. Get the GNT.
Let me find it.
Second Ezra 14 in the GNT. You had something?
Nah.
Yup, in the GNT. But yeah, and again, it's a blessing, because when you look at our forefathers, a lot of them was told ahead of time what to do, where not to go. The Lord showed them mercy, man. That was mercy. And so what? You can and I'll keep using the word prepare. I should have looked at similar words, shit. But in other words, so men can hide themselves from the time to come. You have a lot of people in 2 Ezra 5 caught up. They say they ain't gonna have no answers. Then what? Unrighteousness is gonna increase, and lack of self-control. And that's why Isaiah 33:6 come in that wisdom and knowledge. And I ain't got my sword out, so my bag at the crib. But Isaiah 33:6, that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Meaning what? That when a situation do happen, a famine come, we shouldn't be like, oh my God, it's a famine for real? A famine? No, we was already told it was gonna be famines. These people should be shocked that it ain't nothing in the stores. These people should be shocked that it ain't no candy, no restaurants to go into, no fast food spots. We shouldn't be shocked when Leviathan pop out and show niggas.
Well, no, it's the spirit, because I was watching some little clip and they were saying that actually I had dozed off and woke up, so it's like 3-4 o'clock this morning, and it's a Northern Kingdom chick. She kind of brings in scriptures here and there, but she was talking about Leviathan, and that really caught my attention. I was like, hold on, let me go to her page and see, but she was going into how like the ocean look like it shift on these cameras, like there could be Leviathan. The ground is already cracking, but we've already been prepared to see Leviathan. You know, we've never seen him, but we're prepared to see him. Like we're not gonna be shocked, like, oh, you know, like these people gonna be like, oh, that's Godzilla, and we're gonna be like, no, that's Leviathan.
Right.
You know?
And the thing is, yeah, we're gonna be taken back by these things because we never seen them.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And we still in the flesh too, but it ain't gonna be a thing of not knowing. Even when Yahweh Shai come out, they ain't gonna know what that this ain't Jesus. Oh, this is Jesus, but it's not what was told. We gonna know exactly who this man is, where he coming from, what's his name, what he about to do, what he gonna do after this. We know him. These people gonna be taken back because why? The Lord bless us to spiritually prepare ourselves now, man, in the grace period. You know, you gotta do it.
You want Isaiah or you want the GNT?
Let's get the GNT first, the 2nd Esdras 14.
2nd Esdras chapter 14, verse 14 in the GNT. Put earthly cares away from you.
You can start out when it says set your house in order.
Okay.
Because when you read this, Esdras and the angel, they was having a conversation. And then the angel told Esdras, look, you pretty much at the end. It's 12 parts to the world, and you're in the 10.5 part. So seeing you almost to the end, what's some things you need to do mentally? And that's when he gonna lay these things on Esdras. You got it, Doc.
2nd Esdras 14 and 13 in the GNT. So set your house in order, warn your people.
What's the definition? Prepare, and it's in order too, huh?
I believe. It's back to the definition of prepare in etymology. Set in order or readiness for a particular end. And then let me scroll down. It was another point. Oh, to make ready beforehand. That was the one I wanted too. So to make ready beforehand, before it comes, hey, you already ready. As they say in the world, if you get ready so you don't have to get ready. Or
stay ready so you gotta get ready.
Salaki. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that was it on that. That was the main points. But 2nd Esdras 14 and 13 in the GNT. So set your house in order, warn your people, which is what we're doing. We're warning our people of what's to come. Comfort those who are humble and teach those who are wise. Then say goodbye to this mortal life. Put earthly cares away from you.
And that's where it starts. Put earthly cares away from us. For example, that's why Yahweh Shai had to say, remember Lot's wife. When it was time for her to leave that Sodom and Gomorrah behind, what she knew behind, she wasn't able to do that. She still cared about it a little bit. You know, she still wanted to, have them riches, have her fun. She wasn't ready to put the cares behind, but right now we shouldn't have the same cares as these people. Ready for the NFL Sunday ticket, and all that. Granted, we can, it's cool to dibble and dabble in the world. We can use it, but these people abuse it. They indulge in it, man. They indulge in it. And therefore, they don't prepare themselves for what's about to happen. When all this stuff that they indulge in be taken away. That's the thing. We preparing ourselves from when necessities be taken away. These people don't even... Bro, they don't even honor the necessity of man no more. You know what they honor? They cry when Facebook gets shut down, Instagram be shut down, Twitter gets shut down. You don't need those things to live. People bug out when simple things, don't work in America in this modern world. What's gonna happen when the simple things that they used to don't work, like Instagram when they can't log in, and when they ain't got food and drink and they gotta run for their life because they pilgrims on the earth? Then what's gonna happen? See, the Lord allowing us to prepare ourselves when our comforts go be taken away. He allowing us to get in the mindset now of when we don't have the necessities of man at ease day to day. These people ain't ready for that, man. And not like these physical preppers, they put their end all be all on the physical things as far as the food, the canned goods. We more so holy preppers, man. We preparing ourselves with what the Lord told us, the truth, right? Trusting in the Lord, putting certain scenarios in our head that we may go through. That's how we are preparing ourselves, man. Doing the work like Noah did, building before that time came. We building, we doing right. Add to our bank account. You got it out. So
Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Matthew 6:21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So as the brother going into, we're storing up our treasures in heaven, having our eyes single on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're focused on salvation. We're not focused on what we're going to eat in that day. We're not worried about trying to, I'm going to make me a Philly cheesesteak. No, we might be eating, herbs from the ground. As the scriptures say, the Lord made medicines from the earth.
Shit, that what they did at Maccabees.
God. Like the brother said, hey, we might be in the wilderness. Hey, we might be, what was that, locusts and honey? Yeah. We might have to eat the locusts and honey, But those things are written before time, written for our learning. So, hey, we won't be surprised. And I'll be meditating on that. Like, I'll be joking with brothers, because brothers know I like honey. But I'll be joking around like the locusts and honey. Hey, the locusts and honey in that day might be some of the best things we ever had. Sure. Yeah, the Lord increase your taste buds. Like, hey.
And Manuka honey.
Yeah. Some real raw fresh honey. Like the bees won't even sting you when you go.
With a side of manna.
Yeah. But no, like the brothers going into, we're just throwing up our treasures in heaven. But back in that 2nd Ezra 14:14 in the GNT, put earthly cares away from you, throw down your human burdens, and lay aside your weak human nature. Mm-hmm. Want to read the next one? Con. Yeah. 2nd Ezra 14:15, put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly.
Preparing to leave this world. We trimming, these people trying to add on to their life, add on to their lifestyle. We trying to let go things of this world, man. We trying to trim things off as light as we can of cares, of personal belongings going into this time. Because guess what? Once all hell break loose, none of that you kept or built up, worked for, ain't going. Ain't gonna happen. The boat, the women, a new car, a house. Now, again, if you get these things, that's cool, but we ain't in the mindset of a build. These people, once they get it, now they want more. Okay. I want more. We get stuff. The Lord bless us with stuff. We satisfied with it, We cool with it. We chill. These people want more. Why? Because this they end all be all. That's why it's that YOLO mindset. We live once and I gotta go hard, generational wealth. Is no end for these people on how much they can indulge into this world. But when all these things be taken, that's the question. And then what? We get it in our mind what it's going to be like, and we already, in a way, living our lives on how it's going to be without the daily necessities, man. The daily pleasures. But it's fasting, eating better, stepping away from things that, lawful things that may once please us that we did on our, chill time that brothers don't even get into it no more. Brothers locking in while this world focus on LeBron James and LeBron, the first duo, father-son duo.
Like they don't see. and it's crazy because what I've been seeing too, like you was going into, like I like to read the comments, so they're going into us having power. Like that's not power. Like they still have to. They're still under contract under Esau Edom.
Under a white Edomite.
Yeah, like
female.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not having power of getting your son to play on the same team as you. Like that's no power in that. Our power is we want those that's the owners. We want to be in their position. We want to make them entertain us. Mm-hmm. But you got it.
No, that's it. It ain't no power if you had to behind the scenes and pull strings and it ain't no power. Now, granted, in the world, that's when niggas, man, he got his son. That's a light thing. Look at Giannis and his brother.
Yeah.
And come on, man, you still got to go work for somebody else, man. Your son still got to work. That's no power. With you. Yeah. His father, who been doing the 20s, come on, anyway, that's what they preparing for. We preparing for when nobody ain't watching LeBron and Bronny. We hoping that the G Summer League don't even come.
God.
You see? We want another plague, a sickness to come and sweep these people off their feet, man. We want the banks to go down and the system to go digital. Why? Because that's going forward what we've been preparing for, man. And in that time, we hope to have stability. Being when we get that Isaiah 33:6.
Yeah, let me read this anxiety real quick. The definition, etymology online. 1520s, apprehension caused by danger, misfortune, or error. Uneasiness of mind respecting some uncertainty. Mm-hmm. So in that day, we're not going to have an uneasy of mind because we're going to get that in Isaiah 33:6. But respecting some uncertainty, we're not going to be uncertain. We have the faith of what's written in these scriptures. We know that these words will not go out void. You know, I like watching Martin. He was like, I went to the bank and the bank bounced. Like, you know, I cashed a check, but no, like when you cash a check, you know, you want to know that for sure those funds are gonna hit. Mm-hmm. And we, you know, Lord willing, we up that number, but we believe that we will be saved if we continue on in this truth. A restless dread of some evil, anguish. That's pretty much about it. Uneasy, trouble in mind. That was pretty much the gist of it. But let me get that Isaiah chapter.
And you're reading anxiety. So yesterday I went to the movies. I took my children and, you know, my wife and all that. And we went to see that movie Inside Out 2, right? Mm. And so it's a kiddie animation movie. And but what it was about is this female named, I forget her name, but she got all these emotions as the characters, and the main emotion was joy, and she started growing up, so she started getting new emotions, and the new emotion she got was anxiety.
That's a big thing nowadays. I always bring it on the blog too. The nigger woman, you know, the Latino, the Negro, Latino, and Native American women, like they're big and on antidepressants and anxiety. Mm-hmm. Like my Eve, she always like, I got anxiety. I'm like, bro, just chill the fuck out. Like. Mm-hmm. You like to travel, but you have anxiety about flying. Like, relax. But you got it, brother.
But on a movie, so anxiety is, you know, being a new emotion and coming in. The thing is, had these good ideas and all that, but once you was in that place, you started fucking up because anxiety had these thoughts that wasn't up, overdoing stuff. And towards the end of the movie, it came to find out anxiety had to go. You had to get put to the back seat. Because she started leading, but anxiety had to go in the movie. Because she was putting that, you know, the character in positions you ain't have to be in. Making situations that wasn't even there. So that's why the Lord said in the scriptures, now it's time to get rid of those worldly anxieties, man. To wholeheartedly believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If they say, when a famine come, if we gonna eat it, we serve them. Look, that's what it is. We don't know how, but we gonna trust in that, man. That's what. And look, it's not just that we blindly trusting in it. We got more than enough examples in the scriptures to say it happened before, or to prove it happened before. That's easy, man. Easy work for the Lord.
But even some carnal thinking about leave the world behind. That little girl found the empty house, and they had the empty basement or a bunker. Mm-hmm. She had snacks and food and everything by herself. No animals, no people around. You know, that's the type of things that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua puts on these film directors to give to us to further boost our faith. Like the brother said, we are in this flesh, so some things we do need to see carnally to boost our faith. But at the end of the day, everything is spiritual at the end of the day. Sure. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is his treasure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to land back off the treasure that we were going back in Matthew 6 and 19 through 21. But we're going to be stable-minded in that time. We're not going to be, you know, like the brother was going into, having this anxiety. We're not going to be bringing unnecessary stress among ourselves. We're going to keep our eyes single, continue to pray, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a lot of praying in the time of Jacob's trouble. Mm-hmm. Like, it's going to be real intense. It's going to be a time like never was before. I always think about all these movies. You know, you watch a lot of these action movies, World War Z, you know, Leave the World Behind, all these things. But when you watch this movie, you can feel, you know, your heart racing and things like that, because we are extrapolating, putting ourselves in those type of situations, getting our mindsets ready. Then having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures is going to keep us stable, because these words are comforting. You know, we're going to be able to be like, okay, I remember the story of I like to bring out the 2 Kings 6. Look up, you know, you understand, hey, the chariot, it's more of them that's with us than with them. That's so right. Yeah.
Bring it out. Yeah.
Hey, so we're gonna be, and he's starting to see even more chariot sightings. So even that's faith boosters. You see the angels at camps. You know, the brothers in L.A. had the angel pop up at the camp. The brother Bakwashi in camp. You know that brother's been that video's been resurfacing of the Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins, where there's an angel in the stands. The Lord just made it more digital. Okay, we see it on the screen. A few years later, now it's going to be an angel at the camp now on camera. So they didn't. For those who didn't believe, yeah, I'm gonna make it manifest. I'm gonna make it. You know, I like to say, you know how I say in 4K. I like to say in 144K. It's right in front of your face.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I had to switch it
up. I like that.
But that was it.
That was it. What else? That was it. 33.
And then
let's get the Hebrews with
11:6.
Just as an example.
Hebrews chapter 11. I'm gonna start at 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua power must believe that he is.
And see, I think that's the most important thing of all this. What keeps a man grounded and going into the word stability in Isaiah 33:6 with faith, bruh. Knowing the Most High Yahweh and Yahushua literally control all things. Everything, like even if a leaf fall out the tree, the Lord made that happen. He just called that shot and it fell. If a bird fall, like Yahushua said, the Most High just called that shot. If somebody gets shitted on by a bird, the Most High just called that shot. Whatever happened, brother, the Most High literally called that shot. Knowing that, I think that's the most important thing to keep a man stable, because when we get in these times, we gonna have a mindset to know, okay, I'm in this situation. Guess who put me here? The Most High. And we gonna have, Lord willing, the thoughts to where if we here, we can get through it. That 1 Corinthians. These people ain't gonna have no idea why they in a situation. What's going on? Who doing it? Is it a God? Why is God mad? And thought we went to church, and they not gonna know. And that's what Yahushua, for example. Yahushua, why was he so stable when Pilate told him, don't you know I got the power to crucify you or let you go? And the other person was like, I'm sorry. You right, I'll tell you. My kingdom ain't from here. Isn't gave everything up. But Yahushua, man, and we gonna let picture. But I'm sure he was looking Pilate just in his eyes. You know how the angel came stand by them brothers in LA just with the,
stoic
the stoic, the austereness. And he said, you ain't got no. Now think about how crazy that sounds. That's crazy, bro. Like, hey, he said, you have no power at all against me except it was given you from above. In other words, man, you can't do nothing to me except my Father allow you to do it. Just put in our shoes, and y'all there too. Say if y'all went to work, right? You went to work and your boss called you in. He said, look, you ain't been doing what I want you to do. So either you get your act right or I'm going to have to let you go. And you tell your boss, you ain't got no power at all to let me go or keep me here, except it was given from above. You know how crazy that's going to sound? Because on earth, this man actually got the power to say, man, get out of my office. You done. But he really don't. See? But he really don't. See, we know that, and I think that's going to be one of the most confident things and things to keep us stable in the time to come is knowing the Most High Yahweh and Yahushua control everything. I'm talking about people. Yahushua used that as an example. Probably you can't do nothing.
That's one of my favorites to meditate on, though. Like, I think about that all the time because in the time of Jacob's trouble, we're already in the valley of the shadow of death. We're going to face death. Like elders go into, as the scriptures say, we may be getting thrown into prison. I heard an elder go into, he's like, hey, if you get thrown into prison, don't worry. Hey, relax. You might be in there prophesying. I was like, we did have apostles before in prison prophesying. Like, it's not like they making it up, but you can see it. That's why these words are comforting. But at the end of the day, like the brother's going into, we gonna have that faith. And that does sound crazy. Somebody that has rulership at that time to literally put you to death just by the snap of a finger. And the Lord looked him dead in his eye as a man, girding up thy loins as a man. We're going to have that same thing going into Jacob's trouble. What you got it, brother?
Hey, the brothers and Maccabees, man. But think about it, our power control people. He control elements. Remember Yahushua was tripping. That's Yahweh. The disciples was tripping about Yahushua when he stopped the rain and the wind and the thunderstorm. Why you think that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego ain't burning the furnace? Who control elements? Our powers. Who control people? Our power, man. Who control animals? Daniel ain't get bit in that lion's den with them hungry lions.
They say they was hungry. Hungry lions, like that's scary in itself.
Hey,
lions are big. What you got?
No, in Bell and the Dragon, so like in Bell and the Dragon, they said they purposely didn't feed the lions, so they was hungry then through Daniel and that they still ain't eating. Why? Because who control that mouth of that animal? It's prophesied that even the beasts of the field should be at peace with the elect in those days. You see? Hey, when Yahweh Shah was fasting for 40 days, it says he was around nothing but wild animals in that time. Why they ain't eat them up? But our power control everything, man. So moving, and when all these things happen, that's gonna be the most confident thing to know what's happening, why it's happening, and what's to follow. These people ain't gonna know what's doing it. Now some of them may think, man, it's a God, man, God doing this right, but who his name is. And is you okay with that, God? Right? But we gonna have that comfort, Lord willing, that time. Why? Because we're using this time to prepare ourselves, holy purpose. You see? You got it, bro.
And that's what I love about this verse too, when it says, I'm gonna read it again, but I'm gonna make emphasis on the he is. Hebrews 11:6, but without faith, it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai power must believe that he is. Yahweh means what? He is. He's the Ancient of Days. He's the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. He's the Most High.
He him.
Yeah. No, literally, he is. He him.
You know how niggas say him? No, he him.
He him.
Even Yahweh Shah, who is him, had to say no. My father him.
He's in all caps, no cap. But now, even Yahweh Shai, he is salvation. He is our Redeemer. He is our deliverer. So we have to have faith in that. And finishing off, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Verse 7, Hebrews 11:7, by faith Noah, being warned of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, power of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
See, and that's where we at now. What didn't Noah see yet, but he was scared of it, that it was gonna come rain. Never rained before, but he believed it was gonna come. You know? And I'm sure when, just the rain we see today when it's raining, and people still able to, you weren't able to walk in that rain, man. It was a time like never before, but never happened. But he believed that, and he feared, and he prepared himself. He got right, did what he had to do. So what's some things that we was told that haven't happened yet? Missiles falling. Now missiles fell. We talking about ICBMs, especially on America. Nuclear missiles being shot across the world. Never happened.
Salaki, real quick. Speaking on missiles, one thing for me that I've been going to, and I get this from you brothers, y'all brothers bring it out a lot, but that time is decreasing. Like the missiles are getting here. They went 60 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes. Hey, it's like in that 15, 20-minute range now. But you got it, brother.
That is it.
Hey, that's a fearful thing. But you got it. Are you going to go to
the but it's a lot of stuff happening. Him too. Leviathan, it might be more than one. They're going to pop out. But man, we could just consider those things. Esau really showing who he is as a nation. He about to show you the devil. Esau really about to show you the devil. Concentration camps, we never, and especially in America, people never really seen these things like it's about to get. But we was told ahead of time, we was given the insight on the Lord's plans, the war strategy, and he gave us time to prepare ourselves before that, man. And that's why it's going to be confident in these times as well. You see? Yeah, the brother pulled us something. He said, yeah, technology increasing fast.
Hebrews 11:7, by faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, power of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
Prepared. It say prepared. He got ready for him. You see? What you got?
I just clicked on it on the King James Online. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. It's Strong's G2680. Yeah, Katazazuko. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But I just want to go to the outline. To furnish, equip, prepare, make ready for one who makes anything ready for a person or thing. Of builders to construct, erect, with the included idea of adorning and equipping with all things necessary.
Right, so while he was, he building, he probably trying to figure out like how it's gonna be. He, putting it together. He hit the wood. He had to go through the whole process. So, and certain back then, our forefathers was closer to the earth too. You know, and like you know, your job, what you do, you know about certain materials. You know, he was using stuff that was going to allow a boat as big as that to get through. I'm sure he had some, you know, some material he needed. He knew the situation was going to be that bad. I'm sure he knew, but he have the details of it. We know it's going to be that bad, but we don't got every single detail. You know, but we have a little bit to have an idea to what, get ourselves right. And look, what's another way to get right? Ain't nothing physical we can do. Put up a prayer that the Lord keep us from these things as well, man. That's another way to prepare. Putting up, hey, ask the Lord to keep you from all temptation. You know, if you got a family, I got this one from the brother Yana. Hey, it's not no promise you and your children, us and our children, gonna be together. That's one thing to pray to the Lord for. If it may be His will that you and your family together, we can throw these prayers out to the Lord on things that's coming. And which Shai said, what we ask for, He gonna give it. These people don't know. They're gonna try to pray in that time. It's gonna be too late then. Got it, out.
Okay. Finishing off in Hebrews 11:7, by the which He condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
So in His preparation, He had to preach. You know? But the same thing we know, you won't get that 2 Esdras 16, we could probably end it. You had something?
You want G and T?
No, we can read the KJV.
Okay.
We can start at we can start at 35.
35. 2 Esdras 16:35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
So that's what it start with. Hear the words first and then understand them. Because it will go into why did the Lord start off with let us hear the word first? Because something coming, but hearing the word is first. You got it, out.
Faith comes by hearing. 2 Esdras 16:36. Behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, receive it.
So it said it a second time, look, because behold is look, the word of the Lord, receive it. So there's 2 times. So there's a sense of urgency why the Lord telling us, look, hurry up and get the word. You got it, out.
Believe not the gods of whom the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
And that's why the Lord kept saying, look, get the word, because the plague's coming. We got to hurry up and get it. We read Isaiah 33:6. The brother went into it, that the things we learning now from the apostles, elders, bishops, and brothers, how we live in our life, all these things we learn and teaching, once it happens, because we was told ahead of time, you know, kind of considered it already, we should be stable in that time. Have confidence that the Lord will come through on His end of the bargain now. Right. That's where the confidence come in at. You see? But you got it, out.
Understanding that the only thing that's above the Most High is His word. He's going to keep His word. 2 Esdras 16:38. And when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slag not a moment. 2 Esdras 16:39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
So he said, hurry up and get the word, and then because the plague's about to come quick, as if a woman in travail. They go come closer together, and they go be more painful as they come. You got it, out.
2 Esdras 16:40. O my people, hear my word.
That's the 3rd time. He told us 3 times within a few scriptures, hear my word. Just like Peter, feed the sheep, you know, hear my word, right? Hear my word, because plague's coming. And he said, oh, my people, hear my word. That's the main reason.
Man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we got to constantly push that. And we do have our seeds spread across, you know, the whole world. You know, our people do look like the other nations, but it's for the Israelites only. Not the black Hebrew Israelites, just Hebrew Israelites. That's it. 2 Esdras 16:40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
See, that's it. oh my people, hear my word. He said it 3 times right there. Oh my people, hear my word. And for what though? And then, well, what's next? And then make you ready to the battle. Once we heard the word, just like Noah, what was coming, we prepared ourselves and still preparing ourselves, man. Still getting ready. The preparation period gonna stop once all this stuff happen. Because it's gonna be game time when that happened. But at least the Lord gave us time before it do. He let us in on the secret before it do, which he ain't had to do it. There's many people he could have called, you know. The water y'all by Shemal Shah. That's all I had.
I'm just gonna read this definition and then we can close it up. Pilgrim in the etymology online, circa 1200, a person traveling to a holy place as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. So, hey, as pilgrims, we're seeking salvation, you know, but we're gonna be, hey, we don't know where we're gonna be. We might be in the wilderness, we may be cast in prison, we may be under a guillotine, but at the end of the day, we're, you know, as servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we're traveling. We want to travel back to the holy place, back to Israel. We want to be saved and delivered. But it goes back to the holy. What was the title again?
Holy preppers.
The holy preppers, being separate. What you got to do?
That's it. Now you can take us over.
And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakodash.
Double honors to our elder apostles, our elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Double honors to their elders who taught them this truth. Peace and bless to the Akim and a few Akwat across the 4 winds.
That's it. Hey, the water for tuning in, the water to that brother for the precept. So like we weren't able to get him. The water, bro.
Yeah. Elder, we see you, Elder Yagadah. Shalom, elders, apostles. Shalom.
Shalom.